Life. Way. Okay. Let me move over to writing. There we go. I usually start this off with the big Apollo, but I think we'll just get right into the writing right now. Good night, Apollo, Apollyon. I think my intro is good night. So yes, even though it is somewhat morning, because I kind of just woke up a little bit of a while ago. I had a nice little bagel, and I have some nice medium roast coffee with me. I hope you all are doing well. Hello, Sarah, and hello, Santosh. You got Dinganari and 17 pulls after you got Yoi, all you want were Bennett Constellations. Oof. I mean, Dinganari is cool. But the question of the day will be favorite breakfast, because I don't know. I had a hard time coming up with something because I kind of forgot that I do questions of the day. And then I just, I don't know. But today we will be doing day 2 of NaNoWriMo. Let's see. Yesterday we got up to, hold on, where is it? Tools? It's tools, I think. 2,280 words. Not sure how much we need to get today, because I'm not actually using the NaNoWriMo like website or anything like that. I'm kind of just doing this off the top of my head, which probably isn't the best, but I don't know. I know we want to at least get like 3,000 today. Push 400 maybe? Or 4,000? 4,000 might be nice right now. Okay. But I left this off in a really weird spot. Almost because like I didn't really know what to do here, so I just like pushed it for a future version of me to deal with. But anyways, yeah, this stream is going to be very different from all my usual gaming streams. It's more similar to my art streams, like the specific art stream that I'm doing later at 8 p.m. I did push it back a little bit just because I wanted to have time to do this and to do a few more things, like, you know, eat food. Yeah, but I was kind of hinging on the fact that I would have woken up a little bit earlier, but I have a bad habit of sleeping in a little bit. Less sleeping in, more just I go to bed at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm like, well, I could set my alarm for 8 a.m., but then I would have 3 hours of sleep. So I set my alarm for like 11:30-ish kind of, and then mess around for a bit. That is how my brain works. Okay. I'm not too lost here, but I'm trying to get the general sense of where I left things off. So Jesus is going towards creative writing. And then they suddenly see a tree and a person raising their hand towards a tree, and it's like, whoa, what's happening here? They look like they're in trance. They look like they're possessed in some way. Okay. Get it? That my life's purpose isn't the same as theirs? Yes, the common uni student problem, at least as far as I know. I'm a creative writing major. If I didn't understand feeling lost inherently, I'd probably feel like some sort of fraud. So what would she say back to that? What is the end goal of this situation? Might be a better way to approach that. Because this is only chapter 1, we're introducing the concept of the trees, but we're not fully exploring them just yet. We're planting the idea, but we're not fully expanding on them. Even though we basically planted the idea in the prologue. Okay. Let me sip a little bit of coffee. So I'm sorry if you can hear the outside world when I speak, but people be going a little bit, I don't know. I think they're cutting grass. I'm not sure what's happening. I can just hear that in like the corner of my mind. Okay. I just need to figure out what to put here, and then the rest should come easily. But also at the end of the day, I should just start instead of staring at it for a while, but I have a bad habit of doing that. I overthink things a little bit, and I don't think that's a terrible thing, but... It's also floating. The tree is floating slightly. It's half a problem of, like, I put myself in the shoes of my character, so now I have to figure out what I would do, but at the same time what the character would do, and also at the same time, like, where I want the plot to go. Oh wait, hello Animar, how you doing? Good morning, I guess, or good night. Why do you keep waking up like so late at night? Isn't it like 3 a.m. for you, question mark? I have, I swear there's like 10 people cutting grass outside. Really bad case of flu, you woke up to chills. Ooh, well I hope you recover from that. In due time, yes. I hope that's not too bad. So now you sit here. Okay. She goes off on a rant about like science and stuff. She would be kind of like an empathetic person. She would like empathize with this at least. I do believe. But in a situation like this, do you go for empathy or do you like slowly back away because it's like, okay, something is very clearly wrong here. Where am I publishing this to be read later? I'm not sure. I could do Booksy or something. I'm still trying to look into that a little bit. I haven't gotten too much time to look into things too much right now. So for right now, this is just a Google document. I probably will like post this somewhere at least at the very end. It's not gonna be like a published finished work because it's still like a 0th or first draft and everything, but we will need a lot of editing. I want to get her out of this situation and like into a class or something. I'm not sure. But also at the same time, I've never been in a creative writing class, so I don't know what a class like that would even look like. So maybe we skip at, or we like finish off the situation and then we get to chapter 2, and the chapter 2 is something else entirely, and we just ignore the fact that she's in a creative writing class. Maybe chapter 1 is this situation. And then chapter 2 is something else. I don't understand that feeling. I inherently I probably feel like some sort of fraud. Okay, so what do you say then? Do you say something? Just say I get it, I guess. It's just nothing burger. Looks like a cop out, but sorry if you can hear me drinking for anyone with misophonia. I'm really bad at that. Okay. So I may have woken up like an hour or so ago, but my brain is still trying to like properly wake itself up right now. Oh yeah, my alarm did go off at like 11:30, but then I set it for an hour, then I got up at like 12:30, and then I just kind of quite literally just fell back into bed. So I did only just get up like about an hour, no, a little bit less than an hour ago, yeah. I haven't had too much time to be awake right now. Could spend like a full hour just staring at a blank empty canvas. Hibernation is fun, yeah. I have like, it's like the same kind of feeling as when I stare at like a blank art canvas and I'm just like, I need to draw a line, but I don't know where to draw it. Because I don't think the response to they don't get it is I get it. I think that's a little bit... No. Hmm. She finishes her sentence. That's what she does. Okay. Didn't get it. That my last purpose isn't the same as theirs. Hmm. That your life was in a different direction. Huh. Like glimmers in her eyes. You have a question? What's the question, Hanamaru? Was a round thing on my neck a button or a bell? It's not exactly either of those. It's more of a... I knew it. So I think it kind of is a button. It's like a giant button for like my undershirt kind of thing. Kind of a button in a way, but more of like just a symbol. Something like that. It's like a giant, like you have like a giant waistcoat, or not a giant, wait, what am I talking about? What if you have a giant waistcoat and you have like one singular button that holds it together and it's like massive and it has like a symbol on it? That's kind of what that is, but just for like my shirt. And it does have a very specific symbol on it. I like glimmers in her eyes. Why is my brain going for make her self-deprecating? It's like my natural like stance on a conversation. Just go self-deprecating. It always works. I'll just turn into a self-deprecating person. Also, I need to do that just so you can actually see what I'm writing. There we go. Hello. Why does it keep doing it? There we go. Oi. It's like a cat and mouse chase with a word processor. Okay. Doesn't flow. Seems to snap out of it all of a sudden. Hand slowly falling back down to her side. Her gaze no longer entranced. It's a peculiar trait. Gives me a look. Your creative writing major. Just immediately, just I've read your mind. No. Here. Something. She's reading like too much into this, even though it's just like that your life flows in a different direction isn't exactly like some profound thing, but it's because of like the fact that she snapped out of it that she's going like, huh? Why am I confused? What's happening? Like, oh, it's a creative writing major. Okay, let's pick on them a little bit. That's clearly the cause of all of this. So ridiculous, and I think it sounds so profound. She smirks. I have like just a constant urge to be drinking coffee. I'm sorry. But I have it, it's hot and it's next to me and it's getting cold. It's fine, your voice is actually helping. I'm glad. Hold on, I need to look up what a very specific word means. I do this a lot when I'm writing poetry. Well, not too much, but occasionally, because like words pop into my head and sometimes I don't even know what they mean. And this is why I was always like interested in how I would be able to stream like my writing process, because I've never like actually done that, and now I'm noticing habits I do. I do specifically just look up things every now and then. Glint at person? Is this... Because I wanted to say I glinted at her or something, but I guess that's not... Is that? I'm trying to figure out how this word works. Because for some reason that's a thing I wanted to say. Let's see. If a person's eyes glint with a particular emotion, or an emotion glints in a person's eyes, the person shows that emotion, which is usually a strong one. Her eyes glinted angrily, hostility glinted in his eyes. Okay, so, but can I glint at someone? Okay, so I should use it like shine. Like X thing shined in person's eye. Okay. Maybe I won't use glint then. Maybe I figured that would have probably been not the best thing to write there in terms of grammar. I want to maybe like a flash of anger, but I don't think Heisu would get angry at that. She's kind of just used to it by now. Maybe just like a brief glint of annoyance. Oh, it feels like annoyance flashes in eye. Huh? Sure, Major then. I could go for like fine arts. It's like, ah yes, this is a fine arts student making fun of a creative writing major. No, how do conversations work even? No? Hello, Lux Orbit, how you doing? What do you mean, no? What would be an interesting major specifically for this? Because maybe she sees this and then she decides to study it. And that's how everything kind of starts. This is the start of everything, so she should have like a kind of science-y major. What kind of science-y major is always on their high horse a little bit? Physics. They're a physics major. They're a theoretical physics major. Although, it's like half and half, because half physics majors and like science majors really respect arts and stuff like that because they tend to be into it themselves, and half of them are like so pure into their science and stuff like that that they kind of make fun of the creative things. Theoretical physics. I don't even know if that's an actual degree. It's not something I've actually looked into, but oh well. Theoretical physics. I don't suppose my main character would mention the tree. Because we've gotten her separated from the tree, we don't want her to go back to it. But we broke her out that snap. She's probably still thinking about it. It's in the back of her mind. Almost like this tree was her newfound purpose in life or something. Uni students, we're all about a single thought away from just breaking down and worshipping our nearest inanimate object, I guess. Like that. What the heck? I forgot I wrote that. We're all a single mental breakdown away from starting a cult, I guess. And it's not like main character wouldn't insult her. Isu wouldn't really be like aggravating in that kind of way. Although to be fair, this was literally the first thing they said. That this was literally the first thing he said, so maybe Heisu is the kind of person to like respond in that kind of way. So I'm still trying to find out exactly. I think I had an idea of my main character, but now I don't even know about him anymore. So, was I indenting this at the very start? No, I have that unindented. Okay, if it's just stuff like that, if it's just like a quick convo. A brief glint of what feels like annoyance flashes in my eye. Also, like, says something like I don't know my own emotions. I guess. Weird for your type to be so amazed by biology, huh? No, she probably knows what they're talking about. But I also do just like having characters say what. The point vaguely at the tree. You... low-key worshipping that thing. Would she say that? Would he say that? I don't know if they'd say that. I need to get through like this situation somehow though. This is like an introduction to the tree as a concept, but I'm not sure if I want to like send the person back into that. Not sure what my character is doing right now. My character has a kind of a life of their own. My character did also lie about being able to hear it, so maybe not. Weird for your type to be spiritual? Maybe I could say? Weird for your type to be spiritual. What's up? What's up with that? What? I point vaguely at the tree. You look like some kind of hippie. No, let's not say that. What would he say here? I've never been the best at dialogue. I do like more like narrating internal thoughts and stuff like that. It's because I naturally ramble. You look like you were 2 seconds away from bowing down. And trekking? That's not a word. The heck is trekking? It's like trekking, but with N at the start of it, so it just sounds like you're beginning something, but no. What am I thinking? What am I thinking of? There's like a word that's like going somewhere, but like with E at the very start. Embarking. Embarking, there we go. On a lifelong journey to spread the gospel. Sanctity of life. Something. You Google it and it's Dutch? Wait, what's Dutch? And trekking? Seems like it. Ah, fair enough. I don't know much Dutch. I did have like a I did have like 1 or 2 Dutch friends though, growing up. He looks back at the tree, and then it's almost like a wave pulses over her. Enveloping her physically, pushing body back an inch. It translates to deletion, removal, annulment, abolition, and negation in English. Interesting. And physically pushing her body back an inch. Most like an astral projection, but in reverse. Is that too on the nose? When you're accidentally fluent in another language, yeah. Reach out. You did it again. Wait. I mean, that's clearly, like, indented, so it doesn't even matter at this point. Okay. That'll just be there, it's fine. I can mess with the formatting later, it doesn't matter. I think I'm pausing too much to drink coffee. Okay. I did have a slight idea or something. I don't know if I want to pull it off right here though, but it would just kind of add to the mystery in a sense. But I don't think that's necessarily an ability that the trees would have. Almost like an astral projection, but in reverse. Did it again. Let's have her just start speaking about truths. So. Stop. I have like a really bad problem with saying like I stop or they stop even when they're not doing anything, but I don't know, it's thought that counts. I stop. I never told her my name. Do not fear the trees. So. Manifesting Stations. Yeah, come yeah. I realize she's not speaking in her own voice. Can't quite place it. It does sound eerily. That's how you spell that, I guess. It does sound eerily familiar. She takes a step. Takes a step towards me. Yeah, screw it, it's prophecy time. I always put prophecies. Kinda addicted to prophecies, I guess. Okay, let's see. What exactly do I want them to say? Bigger than this, you know? You've always been. One day you're going to wake up. Your dream. When you do. When you do, the world's crisis be upon you. Not entirely sure if she's delusional or actually speaking. Could be a bit of both. I don't want to say exactly. Also, Hannah is going to be like her Anglicanized, because like we always have like our Asian or Korean or like Chinese, whatever names. We also always sometimes have an English name just so it's easier for like Americans to pronounce them. Not to self-dox or anything, but I will just say my English name is actually my official name. My name that isn't you know, yeah. I actually have it that my official name is my English name and that my Korean name is just something that my Korean family calls me. But it's not actually my official name on all my documents. So I do have a Korean name, I just don't necessarily use it too much. You don't necessarily have to use it. One day you're gonna wake up from your dream, and when you do, the world's crisis will be upon you. So it's my birth certificate name. My English name, yeah. My Anglicanized name. It's less Anglicanized, it's just my parents decided to give me that one. And then my Korean name as well, which is something they decided to give me as well. And Apollo Apollyon is the name that the libraries gave me. So in a way, we're all kind of given names. Names have power, sometimes. Are you gonna wake up from your dream when you do, the world's crisis will be upon you. Do I just end it off there? You're not doing this. I step back. And turn. No one here knows my Anglicanized name. I'm not even sure if that's what it's called. Because I will be honest, I never had to, like, I never called my name an Anglicanized name or an English name or anything like that. It was just my name. On your nose, my... No, I think Anglicanized is the right way to say that. Because that's not, because that's not what that's not what the Korean means. It doesn't translate into that. It's just a name you were given that sounds like it. It is Anglicanized. It's not translated, you know? If you directly translate or try to translate in some way, that doesn't like turn into Hannah. No one here knows. Why is that saying that's not a word? I swear that is a word. That has to be a word. No one here knows my Anglicanized name. Whether accidental stalker or genuine prophet. Got nothing to do with this. Ooh. Sorry, I had a cough for a second. Just had a thought. He uses Jesus because it's more to like a Western ear. It sounds less gendered than Hannah in a way. And that's why they went back to using Jesus. So it's kind of like Hannah's like a dead name for them. That's kind of an interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll play it like that. I think that was originally why I went for something like that as well. Even though that is like a name of an actress. A few actresses, I do believe. Was it that name now? Oh, kind of hard to explain. But like when you're trans and you transition over to gender you are, and basically always were, it's just the name that you had when you weren't the gender that you conform with. So it's like your birth name in a way. And calling a trans person by their dead name is extremely disrespectful. At least to them, I guess. I don't know. I'm still not too sure about the whole gender thing, because I have kind of talked about this before, but I am kind of modeling Heisu a little bit after me in being kind of agender. Because it's not something, like, I understand that it matters a lot for other people. For me, it's not exactly something that quote-unquote matters. I do, like, care about it, but, like, not quite in the same way. I don't know. I care about the fact that I don't care about it in a way, if that makes sense. I'm trying to figure that stuff out, but I don't know. And my solution to all of that is just like, yeah, nah, I'm just not gonna partake in any of that gender stuff. Thanks. It's fine if you have a gender. I'm just gonna, like, take mine and, like, stick it in a box and then throw it into the ocean. That's fine. That's my personal take. So I respect other people's gender, but my own gender doesn't really exist. Lipos are well and good for some people, others don't really need it. Whether accidental stalker or genuine profit, I want nothing to do with this. That's really fine. What did she say? She's just gonna continue to, like, profitize, I guess. It's almost 4 AM. You should call in sick. You do you. I can't say whether you should or shouldn't. To wake up your boss like control you are or not to. Oh my god. Okay. You can't run from this, which is such a stereotypical, not stereotypical, such a, like, a cliched line, but whatever. Cliches exist for a reason. You can't run from this. In 6 months. Fated meeting occurs. You come to realize their significance knows about. It's just very much deranged rambling, and I'm kind of into it. Heavens be rest asunder. I hope that is a word. Else. No new masters. Who lead sacrificed. They're new. I set this. Begin the journey as humanity, the rest of its life. Oh, she's utterly deranged. Not even a second. But I leave her to all her weird tree fantasies and head to class. And is that how we end off chapter 1? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that seems a good enough place to end that off. Okay. Then we go on to chapter 2. Actually, no, we're not doing that. We do page break. How do I... Is there a way to do a page break? Hold on. Can I insert a page break? Break. Page break. There we go. Perfect. Now that, like, it stops there and then it goes to a new page. Awesome. Okay. What do I want to title the chapter to title? Oh my god. What do I want to label the chapter? I could always do that in the future, I guess. Add a summary? No. Headings you add to the document. I've added headings. What do you mean? These are clearly headings. Can I add this in some way? Define chapter. No. That's fine. I'll just leave that there. Okay, what do I want chapter 2 to be? So I don't want to get into like the creative writing class. I don't know how that works, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, how does this continue? After class, she wouldn't go and talk to the tree herself. She wouldn't want to. But what is the significance of the first chapter starting right here at right this present moment? There's something about this tree. There's some event that happens with this tree specifically. Okay, yeah, the first 3 chapters will be centering around the university, centering around the tree itself and what happens with this person. Because the tree is clearly affecting this person in some way. An incident is going to happen. There's going to be an incident at this university that kind of shapes the rest of this story. Because right now, Jesus is very dismissive of all of this. He found this tree, they found a person kind of like worshipping it in some way. Not exactly worshipping it, more just entranced by it. She tried to approach, he tried to help, and all of this happened, which just thoroughly kind of creeps them out. So now they just want nothing to do with it. Now they're just backing away from it and running away. So that's first chapter. First chapter is rejection. Second chapter, maybe curiosity. We need to turn Jesus' mind from flat out rejecting the concept of the trees to being slightly more curious about it. Maybe every chapter is a new tree. There's like 3 trees that touch down. And each one of them was like a different student. Maybe. I'm woken up by a sudden announcement over the PA. I've never had one of these happen, so I don't know how it works. PA is like public announcement, like speaker or whatever thing, right? You have those in like high schools in America, but I've never been to a high school in America. Is the thing. I've never really had them in college either. I'm woken up by a sudden announcement over the PA. What do you call like the I guess a dean? Yeah. The head of like a university is like a dean or something, or like the head of the uni student like population kind of thing. Because like people get on like dean's lists and something like that, and I guess that makes sense. I may or may not have been on a dean's list at some point in my life. Which I'm saying that like it's a bad thing, but I'm just I don't know, it's just kind of embarrassing to say. I'm woken up by a sudden announcement over the PA by the university dean. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the universities have quote-unquote deans, so would you capitalize that? Because like school president, you don't like. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just gonna. Woken up by a sudden announcement over the PA by the university dean. Can't believe managed to fall asleep yet again in the back of the American fundamentals. No. Yeah, no, let's just call it that. American fundamentals class. School superintendent? Is that what it's called? I have no idea. I'll need to look into this maybe in the future. I believe I managed to fall asleep yet again the back of the American fundamentals class. Something about the way the prof reads Plato just sends me those off sometimes. It's not like Plato isn't thought-provoking. Don't get me wrong. You've heard it in American movies? So we just call it a dean back here? I see. I just know it as dean because like the only exposure I've ever had to that kind of thing was just being on the dean's list, and I just assumed that's something to do. I don't know if they actually exist or it's just like the naming feature, but I don't know. It's not like Plato isn't thought-provoking, don't get me wrong, but when you've had 3 hours of sleep, a ramen, and a very mediocre coffee, kind of hard to stay interested in anything when you've only had 3 hours of sleep, a ramen, a very mediocre coffee, and mediocre. This is my college experience right here in a nutshell. I think it's everyone's college experience, isn't it? Okay. And now we delete here. Just to get that up to like the indent. There we go. Multiple instances of sudden... No, they wouldn't actually say that. They wouldn't reveal that these appeared out of nowhere, but multiple instances of students. Inappropriating? Is that a word? Hold on. Is it possible to inappropriate something? Inappropriating. No. Maybe? It's kind of like it's not an actual word, but people will probably understand what you mean when you say it, but I don't think a dean would be saying it. I don't think like a university official would kind of be saying that kind of slang. I guess. Multiple instances of students inappropriately. Multiple instances of students inappropriately. I don't know how I don't know how an official talks. I've never talked official. So inappropriately treating university property. Treating university property. Trees. 2 counts of criminal BT loitering slowly falling asleep again. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Should students require theological aid? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But let's go with that. You texted your boss and the meds are kicking in. Nice, nice. Based on the... You head back to bed for now. Okay, good night, Hanamaru. I hope you have a good rest. I hope you heal up. Very nice. Don't forget to take a break. I don't even know how long I've been doing this for right now. Based on the increase in severity of theological disruptions in the student populace, church services Yeah, let's do something draconian. Church services have now become mandatory. I look up at the speaker. I look up at the wall. Speaker in a quiet bemusement. What are they going to do if I just don't attend? Sue me? No. What are they going to do if I just don't attend? The other students in the class about as expected, entirely uninterested and half drowsy. Half entirely uninterested and half drowsily bemoaning the circumstances. I mean, what do you expect from a morning class? Let's say morning class. Sorry. Let's say morning class because most uni students tend to be more towards night owls. Also, you can't see that, can you? There we go. What do you expect from a morning? What do you expect from a morning class? Ooh, what do you expect from a morning class? It's just a result of people who can't plan a schedule well enough, do not have to force themselves to be awake. As a result of people who can't plan a schedule well enough to not have to force themselves to be awake. Just to get passing credit. I'm totally not speaking from experience right now. Professor, however, visibly twitches. Maybe he won't speak out. He does still. Of course, want to will be... does he though? No. I'll have him speak out about it. Professor Hubbard visibly twitches. That's a violation of... Right. Wait. Looks at me. Looks at me. Probably the only person even remotely awake right now. Okay, I am now all out of coffee. Hey. Hey, so. I perk up immediately. Sitting straight in my chair. Almost like I forget. I'm not in high school anymore, and professors tend not to care too much about that. Yes? You were already thinking of skipping those, weren't you? A guilty tone in my voice slips through. Yes. Good. Yeah, right, Joe. I tilt my head to the side. Slight confusion. Anyone to get on you about that? Send them right to me. I look around first at the class, most of which have promptly decided to lay their head on the table again. Lay their heads on the table yet again. That goes for the rest of you as well. What am I even doing this chapter? What is happening? Okay. I would actually have them talk about something like Plato related, but I'm gonna admit I forgot everything I learned in this class. And I'm trying to describe all I remember is that we talked about Plato and that my professor was really cool. He walks over to his backpack. He walks over to his backpack and takes out his own published book. His own published book. I guess he's going right back to the subject again. Class continues about as normally as it does. The hour and a half passing by about as slowly as it usually about as slowly as it usually goes. A few questions here and there. Some half. I don't want to say half-assed because I think I swear too much in my writing, so some low effort answers about ideal cities and utopias. And finally, an announcement of a paper at the deadline and a quick dismissal. Just before I walk out the door, however, the professor calls for me. I said a word. I look back quizzically. I seem to be favorite for professors to just randomly talk to. Not sure why. Wait for all the other students to vacate classroom, and then is it even called a classroom in university? I don't even know. It's called a room. Then I walk in. He has a rather serious expression. So, I've heard, about the so-called theological disruptions the dean was announcing about. When you have the context, I I will admit that mandatory church makes it at least a small semblance of sense. I frown. I still adamant on that it is a clear violation of your rights as students of Hi Spencer, how you doing? I am on day 2 of NaNoWriMo. I hope you're doing well. Good. Nice. I'm glad. Instance of an A, supposedly? You're a guy? I am whatever you want me to be. I don't know. I'm agender. I don't really care. I'm so adamant on that it is a clear violation of your rights as students of an international facility? I play games? I do. I play Genshin usually. I will be doing the the Archon quest that just came out for Sumeru tomorrow, actually. And I did Nihida summons yesterday as well. I also do Slime Rancher 2 on Saturdays and Subnautica Below Zero on Sundays. So admin is a clear violation of your rights as students of an international facility. What to know about you? Sure. You play FNAF. Nice. Ah, is that what your profile picture is? I see. I used to play FNAF a lot when I was younger. Maybe like a few years ago, I'm not sure. It is a fun game. You have autism? What does that mean? I don't actually know what that means, sorry. Students in an international facility. That's not what I got you in for. Mean tool issue? I see. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, admin that. Oh, on that or admin that. There we go. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just something you kind of live with, you know? I don't really have much experience of that. I'm not, like, officially diagnosed with anything. Sir, what is this about? The trees. Trees say so. People bullied you for it? Well, people are very mean. That's not like That's not a reflection on you, that's a reflection on them. What do you mean? I give them a look. Positivity? No, present tense. Give. The theological disruptions are trees. Sir, with all due respect, if you got any sleep? You're so positive, so you'll sleep for more. Oh, danke schön. Positivity is always nice, yeah. He frowns. Shaking his head. Hey, Sue. The trees all speak of you. I'm not doing this again. I am not doing this again. Start to back away, but he speaks again for get out of the door. I'm not talking from experience, hey Sue. Two people have had incidents involving some form of theological entity. Have had incidents involving some form of a theological entity. University chalks it up to stress and be back. You just wanted to go see another live stream? Okay. See you, Spencer. I hope you have a absolutely wonderful rest of your day and even more wonderful tomorrow. Universe chalks it up to stress and a neglect of proper University chalks it up to stress and a neglect of proper moral teachings. Which, if I'm being honest, is more a reflection on the dean than anything else. There's something else too. I pause. The two people who claim to have seen something. Both claimed they heard you. Impossible. Perhaps. But don't you think that's an interesting coincidence? Depends. They know me? It was a Ms. Let's see, what do I name her? What do I name the accidental stalker? Miss Tracy Williams and a Mr. Jacob Winfrey. Hey, shot. You're back. Welcome back. But my shot doesn't show. Jacob? Where is he now? Ah, I see. Not just coincidence. He's been discharged. And has been advised to stay in dorm till later. I have no idea how to talk official. I don't know what the official legalese for this would be. Until later notice, I guess. Still not sure. Going to send a bishop or a officer. If I'm being honest. About to sprint off again. I can tell the professor has more to say. So, to be honest, this seems to be bigger than anything I can understand right now. Maybe it's a case of students having a mental breakdown, a simple chant in of one of them being somewhat close to you. But there's always possibility of... There's always a possibility of... the unexplained. Let me go back to her rant about science. Hold on. I'm not one necessarily for science, but enough wacky things are explainable by normal everyday phenomena. I'm not too off-put by anything that seems too out of the ordinary. Call me uninspired, don't get me wrong. I still think all such things are beautiful. But magic is just science that we don't understand, right? Thus the supernatural are just instances of logical extensions of our universe's laws, just manifesting in the wonderful way that they do. Okay, so... he thinks... That was kind of like my mental state at the point of writing this, which was literally yesterday. It's kind of weird to talk like that, but... When I write things and I try to like put down my thoughts, I have to be mindful of like the fact I'm in a certain kind of mood at that time. So my exact opinion at that state was that, let's see, that nothing can be unexplained. But just because they're explainable doesn't mean they're not beautiful, I guess. Okay, let's try to put that into this conversation then. There's always the possibility of the unexplained. There's a chance game of them being somewhat close to you, but there's always a possibility of the unexplained. I guess this is... I guess it makes sense to have a conversation with someone who studies Plato and old dead people for a living. Sir, all due respect, I think magic is just the science we're waiting to understand. I'm not great at the process. I'm not great at the process, maybe. But everything should be explainable. I'm not scared of this unknown. Maybe a little perturbed deep down. Scared? No. He laughs. Hey Sue, I can see it in your eyes. You're terrified. You are scared. You're just brave. You have enough curiosity to overwhelm that fear. Does it make sense to have this conversation with someone who studies Plato and old dead people for a living? Sir, with all due respect, I think magic is just science we're waiting to understand. Not great at the process, maybe, but everything should be explainable. Not scared of this unknown, maybe a little bit deep down, but scared? No. He laughs. Yasu, I can see it in your eyes. You're terrified. You are scared. You're just brave. Even a pure curiosity overwhelmed that fear. What was the conversation before this? He was trying to dismiss the fear, but he didn't address the main thing the professor was saying. He thinks for a second. I wait for him. Be that as it may, doesn't hurt to be cautious. Doesn't hurt to be cautious. Just because it's explainable doesn't make it any less unpredictable. Be careful. Okay, so I hope this is just simple coincidence, but a lot of things aren't exactly adding up here. I quickly nod and then rush off towards the dorms. I'm not exactly used to the layout of these. I only ever come here to visit Jacob and occasionally a few of the other friends I have. I myself live in with I need like some way of explaining this. Also, I think I will be taking a very quick break. Maybe not very quick. Let's see. I'm going to be a few minutes. So, I will let me see. What is this? Okay, how many words am I at? 3,665. 3,665. There we go. Okay. We'll throw this up there. Okay. I will be back in a short while. I'll just be taking a quick break. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. life. Hello, I am alive again. Way. Sorry, my stomach tends not to be the best. The wiring is sometimes a little bit knotted. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But anyways, boop. Okay, but it's nice to have like a little break like that sometimes. But let's get back into it. Okay. Not exactly used to the layout of these. I only ever come here. I ever come here to visit Jacob and occasionally a few of the other friends that I have. But I myself live with let's see. Because a common thing with universities is that in like the first year, they don't let you live alone. They kind of expect you to live on the dorms if you don't live like anywhere near. At least I think that's a common thing. I don't know. I exactly usually have these. I'm coming to visit Jake communication for the friends I have, but I myself live with grandparents. No. Maybe. Maybe. Hola, back from school. Hello, Flab, how you doing? How was school? Do you like school? I am doing a little bit of writing. I am 3,665 words in. I want to get to at least 4,000 a day and I think maybe after that I'll call it there. Maybe just a little bit more. I want to finish off chapter 2. Oh wow, that's a few pages. Okay. It's okay. I see. I will be doing like a quick little read over of like what I've written today at the end of this, I do believe. Which will have to be... Did I get Nahida? I did! I got C2 Nahida with her weapon, which is incredibly surprising. And I'm really, really happy about that. I can't wait to do the Archon quest tomorrow. That's gonna be amazing. And also, I'm going to be honest, once I end this stream, I'm going to make, because I have some leftover rice from yesterday, I'm going to do like a quick little scrambled egg kind of thing, and I'm just going to do like Genshin for a little bit, just off stream, just because I want to like mess around with Nahida a bit and like level her up and do all her talents and stuff. But she seems so fun. She's absolutely adorable. Just that. I want to level her up. I need to like farm so many materials. Very come here to visit Jacob in case a few of the other friends that I have that I myself live with. Let's just say grandparents. My grandparents. You did 20 pulls on Yoimiya, sadly didn't get it, but still believe again. Must believe. Be strong in that belief, yes. Simply manifest destiny into existence, let's go. I still live with my grandparents. University did offer housing to me, regardless of gender identity. Didn't feel right. Women's dorms. What does he even believe in? I don't even know what my... Like, faith-wise, I don't know what Jesus believes in. Hi. Hi, Jack. How you doing? I don't even know what the faith of, so I can't like say God or gods because I don't even know what they believe in. So what would they even say in like that kind of phrase? Oh well. Maybe I just avoid the topic of faith, but I'm not sure. Because if I'm writing this character as like a part of Earth, they'd probably believe in God, or they'd be an atheist or something like that. I don't know. Good job so far. Okay. Dankeschön. You're doing good? I'm glad you're doing well. What am I writing? I am writing basically a novel. I've called this entire project, Project Urban Soul. Just because it kind of relates to trees and stuff like that. It's not Genshin related. Like, I think I was saying this before, Genshin didn't invent the idea of an Irminsul. I was interested in like Irminsuls and Yggdrasils before Genshin was even a thing. I just always found like the topic kind of interesting. I've done pretty good. You like the novel? Dankeschön. Question of the day, you love Pop-Tarts and cereal for breakfast? Nice. Oh, I suppose I never actually answered my own question there. My favorite breakfast? Ooh, I think maybe my favorite breakfast, if it counts, is like an omelet. Either an omelet or like scrambled eggs, just like on top of, or like Korean steamed eggs. I don't know if that counts, but I eat that as a breakfast. Korean steamed eggs on top of rice. It's just divine. It's so good. Okay. But I normally just eat like a bagel or something, or toast. You're just about to say that, but you like cereal. Cereal is nice. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and stuff like that. That's pretty nice. Why was I looking up here? What tangent is it going off of? Bleh. Usually did offer housing to me regardless of gender identity, but I didn't feel like I'd be put into women's dorms, and... Oh, I was trying to figure out her faith. I see. Let's just go with that, because he would acclimate to like the normal speech in the same kind of way that I do. They would acclimate to like the normal speech of the people around them. Everyone around them says like God forbid and stuff like that, even if they don't believe specifically in a god or something like that. They would still talk in that way. They don't personally believe in anything themselves, maybe they do, maybe they don't, but their speech patterns would be inherited from the people around them, and the people around them talk like this. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. And God forbid. Right. Exact same cereal that I said is the one you had? Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Nice! I think my mom introduced that one to me. My mom really likes that one. And God forbid I won. Exactly. Feel safe in the men's arms. Climb the stairs to the... This is the second floor. Anxiously knock on Jacob and... Okay, let's move all the way to the prologue. Because I'm still trying to figure out who this character is in the prologue. Wrote all this, I still have no idea who this is. I don't know who is saying this. They have to relate in some way to Heisu. Or maybe they don't. Ooh, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't, because so far everyone who has interacted with a tree in some sense was talking about Heisu in some way, and everything all relates back to her in some way. And he's like at the center of everything. Okay. Knock on Jacob and... Okay, who else would be in here? Who do I want the roommate to be? He was... What? Ooh. Who would Jacob be rooming with? When I was in the dorms, actually, I was supposed to... Do I want to say this? I don't know if this is like necessarily personal information I shouldn't be sharing, but when I was in the dorms, I was supposed to have a roommate, but they didn't show up. So for most of like my university experience, I was in a dorm alone with like no one else around me, which was weirdly coincidental, but also I hated that. I actually do wish I had like a dorm mate. Grilled cheese and a bomba sandwich. Okay. That's quite an interesting breakfast. One time you saw somebody, don't leave. Interesting knock on Jacob. Yeah, I'm gonna turn Jacob into me just in like they're alone, because it kind of exacerbates the situation of being like extremely mentally unstable now that like he had his own tree instance. Anxiously knock on door. On Jacob's dorm door. That doesn't make any sense. On the door to Jacob's dorm. Why does that sound like poetic in some way? Like it rhymes, I'm not even... What is happening? Why does seriously second floor and actually knock on the door to Jacob's dorm? No response. Put my ear to this door to try and see if I can make out anything. Faint sound of wind. Not exactly a detective, but the worst case scenario enters my head. He jumped out the window and escaped. I don't even know if the dorm window's open. Please walk outside the dorm building. Go take a look at the window. or from the right. Second floor. Closed. Sigh of relief. But just as quickly as relief fled senses, dread replaces it. Window is closed, but if you look closer, blinds are closed, the glass is shattered. What I was looking at was the screen. Jacob, for some reason, escaped. Not through the front, not through the door. Not through the door. Maybe the RAs told to keep him in. Maybe he's genuinely just psychotic at this point. Maybe the world is imploding and nothing makes sense anymore, and Great Britain in space-time diluted the meaning of everyday things, and maybe this is nothing more than a school jock throwing a brick at the nearest university building. Maybe Jacob experienced what that girl did. The world is truly about to go into a massive crisis. I'm somehow at the center of all of this, and life is collapsing around me, and all the professors are in on it. It's all just a massive, deliberate the universe. I steal myself. Jacob is just going something right now. Surely. Yes, he maybe broke his window. Yes. Maybe someone else did. He might still be in there. Get off. Run away. Yes. Freaking out. About it. My friends potentially be missing. Potentially insane. Enjoying some strange tree worshipping cult that is centered around my university. That's not exactly important. I think the important thing is probably finding. I remember something from what am I like my character in the book is remembering this from somewhere. I'm also remembering this from somewhere. I don't know what I remember this from. But there's a very specific detail that I'm thinking of right now about like broken glass and broken windows. Like you can tell if it was broken from the outside or the inside based on where the glass is. All that kind of document. Remember something suddenly. Crime documentaries I used to watch in high school. Direction of the glass. Why? Why does it want me to do that? This is just how I write. Don't correct that. Okay. Remember something suddenly from all the crime documentaries I used to watch in high school. Direction of the glass. I run up to the dorm building. Direct. Underneath the window. And see glass. See glass shards. It's broken from the inside. Jacob definitely did that himself. You don't understand this grilled cheese sandwich. Your heart can't take this damage. Okay. I think, honestly, that might that might be a good place to end it off here. Like we leave off. I have the kind of bad habit of leaving off literally every single chapter with a kind of cliffhanger, maybe. It's not exactly a cliffhanger here, but okay. But that is 4,094 words. I need to do a quick calculation, actually. 4094 minus, what did I leave off to yesterday? 2285-ish? I want to say around 1,809 words today. That's pretty good. Okay. But it is 5 p.m. and I do have a few plans that I need to do. For one thing, I do need to make dinner and such. And then I need to do like my Genshin dailies, and then I need to start my art stream at like 8 p.m. So in about 3 hours, I will be doing, theoretically at least, I will be doing art stream. I don't want to delay that any further, so yeah. Okay. I think that will be where I potentially leave that off. I will read through, just before we go, I will be reading through all that I have written. Let me see. Where did I leave off yesterday? Here. Here's where I left off. I don't want to reread like the entire chapter 1, but yeah. So I'll just... No, because... I'll just read it from here, just in case, you know, I'll start from somewhere like halfway through the beginning. Okay, let me drink a little bit of water, and then we'll read through. As I get closer, it begins to dawn on me that the tree is in fact a few inches off the ground, and that maybe this isn't just a case of student gone hippie, but rather more paranormal, just kind of happening on the daily. I'm not one necessarily for science, but enough wacky things are explainable by normal, everyday phenomena that I'm not too off-put by anything that seems too out of the ordinary. Call me uninspired, and don't get me wrong, I still think all such things are beautiful, but magic is just science that we don't understand, right? Thus, the supernatural are just instances of logical extensions of our universe's laws just manifesting in the wonderful way that they do. I approached a floating tree in peculiar person, vaguely aware of the slight passage of time, but my curiosity was always one of my more defining quirks. Stay back, she whimpers towards me. Huh? It can hear you. It's not for you. That stops me for a second. Perhaps she's slightly delusional. I decide to entertain that for a moment. No, I can hear it too, I think. I clearly can't. She breaks her staring contest with the tree and instead focuses her gaze on me. I can't quite make out the expression on her face. What? It's my voice, though. I don't know you. I've been caught in a white lie, but I'm in too far to back out now. Yeah, but it's saying... I try to imitate her speech patterns. It's something about... I leave the trail for her to complete, kind of concerned about how big this lie is growing. I hope the awkwardness isn't obvious to her. Her eyes almost glaze over. I guess it worked. About how my parents... They just don't... She seems like she was crying without the physical ability to make tears. They don't get it. My life's purpose isn't the same as theirs. Ah, yes. The common uni student problem. At least as far as I know. Hell, I'm a creative writing major. If I didn't understand that feeling almost inherently, I'd probably feel like some sort of fraud. That your life flows in a different direction, huh? A light glimmers in her eyes. Flow. My life doesn't flow. She seems to snap out of it all of a sudden, her hands slowly falling back down to her side, her gaze no longer entranced with the peculiar tree. She gives me a look. You're a creative writing major. Only your type could say something so ridiculous and think it sounds so profound. She smirks. A brief glint of what feels like annoyance flashes in my eye. Oh, what's your major then? Theoretical physics. Weird for your type to be spiritual. What's up with that? What? I point vaguely at the tree. You looked like you were 2 seconds away from bowing down and embarking on a lifelong journey to spread the gospel of the sanctity of life or something. She looks back at the tree and it's almost like a wave pulses over her, completely enveloping her and physically pushing her body back an inch. Almost like an astral projection, but in reverse. I reach out. You did it again. Asu. I stop. I never told her my name. Do not fear the trees, Asu. The manifestations may yet become you. I realize she's not speaking in her own voice. I can't quite place it, but it does sound eerily familiar. She takes a step towards me. You're bigger than this, Hannah. You've always been. One day you're going to wake up from your dream, and when you do, the world's crisis will be upon you. We're not doing this. I step back and turn. No one here knows my Anglicanized name. Whether accidental stalker or genuine prophet, I want nothing to do with this. You can't run from this. In 6 months, the fated meeting occurs, and you will come to realize that your significance knows no bounds. Heavens be rent asunder, and hells serve no new masters, but you will lead the sacrifices to their new precipice, and begin the journey to last humanity the rest of its life. Cool. She's utterly deranged. Without even a second thought, I leave her to all her weird tree fantasies and head to class. Chapter 2. I'm woken up by a sudden announcement over the PA by the university dean. I can't believe I managed to fall asleep yet again in the back of the American Fundamentals class. Something about the way the prof reads Plato just sends me dozing off sometimes. It's not like Plato isn't thought-provoking, don't get me wrong, but when you've only had 3 hours of sleep, a ramen, and a very mediocre coffee, it's kind of hard to stay interested in anything. Multiple instances of students inappropriately treating university property, trees, 2 counts of criminal graffiti, loitering, and I can slowly feel myself falling asleep again. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Based on the increase in severity of theological disruptions in the student populace, church services have now become mandatory. I look up at the wall speaker in a quiet bemusement. What are they going to do if I just don't attend? The other students in the class react about as expected, half entirely uninterested and half drowsily bemoaning the circumstances. I mean, what do you expect from a morning class? This is just the result of people who can't plan a schedule well enough to not have to force themselves to be awake just to get passing credit. The professor, however, visibly twitches. That's a violation of your rights. He looks at me, probably the only person even remotely half awake right now. Hey, Sue. I perk up. Immediately. Sitting straight in my chair, almost like I forget I'm not in high school anymore, and professors tend to not to care too much about that. Yes? You were already thinking of skipping those, weren't you? A guilty tone in my voice slips through. Yes. Good. You have every right to. I tilt my head to the side in slight confusion. Anyone who tries to get on you about that, send them right to me. He takes a look around the rest of the class, most of which have promptly decided to lay their heads on the table yet again. That goes to the rest of you as well. He walks over to his backpack and picks out his own published book. I guess he's going right back to the subject again. The class continues about as normally as it does, the hour and a half passing by about as slowly as it usually goes. A few questions here and there, some low-effort answers about ideal cities and utopias, and finally an announcement of a paper and a deadline, and a quick dismissal. Just before I walk out the door, however, the professor calls for me. Hey Sue, a word. I look back quizzically. I seem to be a favorite for professors to just randomly talk to, and I'm not sure why. I wait for all the other students to vacate the room, and then I walk in. He has a rather serious expression. So, I've heard about the so-called theological disruptions the dean was announcing about. When you have the context, I will admit the mandatory church makes at least a small semblance of sense. I frown. I'm still adamant that is a clear violation of your rights as students of an international facility, but that's not what I called you in for. Sir, what is this about? The trees, Jesus. What do you mean? I give him a look. The theological disruptions are trees. Sir, with all due respect, have you gotten any sleep? He frowns, shaking his head. Hey Sue, the trees all speak of you. I'm not doing this again. I start to back away, but he speaks again before I make it out of the door. I'm not talking from experience, hey Sue. Two people had incidents involving some form of theological entity. The universe chalks it up to stress the university chalks it up to stress and a neglect of proper moral teachings, which, if I'm being honest, is more a reflection on the dean than anything else. But there's something else too. I pause. The two people who claim to have seen something both claim they heard you. Impossible. Perhaps. But don't you think that's an interesting coincidence? Depends. Do they know me? It was a Miss Tracy Williams and a Mr. Jacob Winfrey. I hope my shot doesn't show. Jacob? Where's he now? Ah, I see. Not just coincidence. He's been discharged and has been advised to stay in his dorm until later notice. I'm not sure if they're going to send him a bishop or an officer, if I'm being honest. I'm about to sprint off again, but I can tell the professor has more to say. Hey Sue, I'm going to be honest. This seems to be bigger than anything I can understand right now. Maybe it's a case of two students having a mental breakdown in a simple chance game of one of them being somewhat close to you, but there's always the possibility of the unexplained. I guess it makes sense to have this conversation with someone who studies Plato and old dead people for a living. Sir, with all due respect, I think magic is just a science we're waiting to understand. I'm not great at the process maybe, but everything should be explainable. I'm not scared of this unknown, maybe a little perturbed deep down, but scared? No. He laughs. Hey Sue, I can see it in your eyes. You're terrified. You are scared. You're just brave. You have enough pure curiosity to overwhelm that fear. He thinks for a second. I wait for him. Be that as it may, it doesn't hurt to be cautious. Just because it's explainable doesn't make it any less predictable or unpredictable. Be careful, Jesus. I hope this is just a simple coincidence, but a lot of things aren't exactly adding up here. I quickly nod and then rush off towards the dorms. I'm not exactly used to the layout of these. I only ever come here to visit Jacob and occasionally a few of the other friends that I have, but I myself live with my grandparents. The university did offer housing to me regardless of gender identity, but it didn't feel right to be put into women's dorms, and God forbid I wouldn't exactly feel safe in the men's dorms. I climb the stairs to the second floor and anxiously knock on the door to Jacob's dorm. No response. I put my ear to his door to try to see if I can make out anything. A faint sound of wind. I'm not exactly a detective, but the worst case scenario enters my head. He jumped out the window and escaped. I don't even know if the dorm window's open. To put myself at ease, I walk outside the dorm building to go take a look out at the window. Or from the right, second floor, closed. Sigh of relief. But just as quickly as relief floods my senses, dread replaces it. The window is closed, but if you look closer, the blinds are closed and the glass is shattered. What I was looking at was the mesh screen. Jacob, for some reason, escaped. Not through the door. Maybe the RAs were told to keep him in. Maybe he's genuinely just psychotic at this point. Maybe the world is imploding and nothing makes sense anymore, and a great rip in space and time is diluted to meanings of everyday things, and maybe this is nothing more than a drunk high school jock throwing a brick at the nearest university building. Or maybe Jacob experienced what that girl did, and the world is truly about to go into a massive crisis, and I'm somehow at the center of all of this, and my life is collapsing around me, and all the professors are in on it, and it's just a massive, deliberate prank from the universe. I steel myself. Jacob is just going through something right now, surely. Yes, maybe he maybe broke his window. Yes, maybe someone else did. He might still be in there, he might have run away. Yes, I'm freaking out about it. One of my friends may potentially be missing, gone potentially insane, and joined some strange tree-worshipping cult that is centered around my university. But that's not exactly important, I think. I think the important thing is probably finding him. I remember something suddenly from all the crime documentaries I used to watch in high school. The direction of the glass. I run up to the dorm building, directly underneath the window, and see glass shards. It was broken from the inside. Jacob definitely did that himself. And with that, that is where I will end it off for today. In terms of NaNoWriMo, I will be doing another one of these tomorrow. I do one of these every single day now, theoretically. I think that was a very good writing session. That was quite good for me. Yes. Okay. I will be doing an art stream in about 3 hours. I do very, very quickly need to go make some food. Oh my gods. But it's kind of similar vibes. It's very like low key, low vibes. Yeah. I'm not sure who I'm going to be drawing. I'm still trying to decide that, actually. But that's all for that's the plan for today. Tomorrow I will be doing some Genshin Impact. I will be doing the Genshin Impact Archon quest. I will also be doing some more Genshin on Friday. Possibly Nahida's story quest. I'm not sure. Is that available? I think that is available. On Saturday I will be doing Slime Rancher 2, and on Sunday I should be doing Subnautica Below Zero. Yeah. So, I'm not going to be doing like my normal outro that I usually do. Let me just swap over here. I'm not going to be doing the normal outro I usually do because I'll save that for my stream later. So it's just like a very shortened down version. If you've ever gotten anything out of anything I do or anything I am or anything I've ever made, whether that be like meaning or like a really positive emotion or just happiness from anything, whether that be like a poem I wrote or a story I wrote or a certain way my voice is or any piece of art I made, then I really, really, really appreciate that, and I really, really do appreciate you. And if I've ever meant even the slightest bit of something to you, that means the world to me. And I will always thank you for that. I will always thank you if you had any hand in helping me with that. Now, no matter what time zone you're in, no matter what planet you're from, no matter what world you're located in, no matter what universe or multiverse you're in, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you have an even more wonderful tomorrow. Thank you so much if you came to watch this live, and thank you so much if you're watching the VOD right now. Because I really, really do appreciate VOD viewers as well. I have been Apollo Apollyon, and I guess my outro is good morning. So, good morning, and bye-bye.